Hey guys, so I want to do a quick little speed and camera test comparison here between the new Galaxy A5 2016 and the Xperia Z5 from Sony. And we wanted to do a quick little comparison because these are very beautiful golden nuggets here, golden, and you know, where they warm my heart. So how do they compare when it comes to the performance? We can have a look. So we're just going to start them both on at the same time. And that logo is weird for the Samsung. It's like Galaxy A56. Would have been better if they just put 2016, I think. And why is every manufacturer removing the startup sound? I do enjoy that. But the A5 does actually boot up faster here, which is very nice. Very slow on the Z5 series when it comes to starting up. Definitely could do with improvement. But we are there now. And we can just have a look here how they compare day to day. So everything should be closed down here, and wow, look, first things first, I can just see a massive difference in terms of the displays here. I mean, look how beautiful the Samsung one is. Sony definitely needs to go AMOLED, I think, for the next you know, high-end Sony, but that's just me ranting here. So start off with Tango. So a little bit faster here on the right. Facebook. Again. And Vortex. Dialer. So I think the Xperia is a little bit faster here doing stuff. You can see some nice speeds, but I think the camera a little bit faster here on the A5. And what? That's weird. Why do I want to change what? That happens like that? So we'll just do that one again because that was really weird. Weather, so about the same, maybe the Z5. And I think we do have a game here, UFC. In fact, let's try the inbuilt apps a bit, such as your music. So that was very similar, not really much difference. And also messaging, so that's probably different screen. And what else do we have? Sony, what do you give me? You do give me not much else really. So we'll just try a game and see how they load it. Wow, so very slow here on the Z5. So you can see Z5 does actually load the game faster eventually, but it did take a while to go into it, and I did see that. So nevertheless, how do they compare in terms of the speed here? We can have a look. So we're just going to go to a few websites like Verge. So a little bit faster here, loading the search here on the Sony. You can see it's pretty much done when it comes to loading the page as well. So very nice quick load there. You can see it seems to re-render the page as well on the A5 a bit when you do the scrolling. Daily Mail. Go. So again, you can see here, I think the Z5 is pretty dominant. Really. Wow, this isn't even responding. You can see very nice and responsive. And I assume you get the same kind of speed on the Z5 Compact as well, which probably is about the same price as the A5. So but you still get kind of like a lag here when you're going in and out of it, which to me is very weird. But nevertheless, you can have a look at the multitasking, see how they compare. I think Sony has been very good when it comes to making this pretty quick on the premium as well as the Z5 normal. So I don't expect too much in the way of differences here from the other Z5 premium. You can see it's pretty much dominating, very fast. I don't really like the animation, if I'm to be honest. It looks a bit kind of too jerky on the Z5. I think they could definitely neaten it up, really make it look more kind of nice. Quicker here though on the camera, but I think definitely Samsung is behind when it comes to the multitasking here. You can see generally everyone has come up faster except for the camera on the Z5. UFC. Reload. So you know, it is what it is, I guess. So I think you can definitely see here, you know, if performance is a high priority to you, you probably want to spend a little bit more here for the Z5 or the Z5 Compact. Really, even though the A5, very expensive phone, very nice premium build quality, I think that could do with a bit more kind of oomph when it comes to the specs. But how do the cameras compare? We can have a look at a little comparison we did do between them. So we did do a mixture of you know, low light as well as good light shots between the two. And while I'm very satisfied with the Z5 camera performance generally, I think that there are better shooters on the market when it comes to the low light performance. You can see they're actually quite comparable here when it comes to poor lighting, but I do notice the A5 has a lot of streaking when it comes to the like light sources, but you know, we did do some shots as well in the good light, and probably about the same really when it comes to the quality here. I think there wasn't a massive difference when it comes to, you know, your good lighting. So I think you can have a look and see, you know, what I'm talking about, see you know, what you think, if you think there's a big difference. Personally, I don't see it really, even though the Sony camera is very highly rated by some publications. Nevertheless, we can have a look at the video recording. So, you know, video recording is a core strength of the Z5 series. I think the stabilization is definitely going to be better on the Z5 than the A5, if we're to be honest. But generally, you know, I think Samsung put a decent shooter here in the A5, given saying that it is a cheaper phone. In terms of the overall kind of build quality, I think the A5 is a little bit more desirable because of the kind of more metallic feeling across the actual phone here. Both of them very nice in terms of the construction, but the A5 does go that little bit further. However, the Z5 does feel a little bit more grippy, and also the Z5 has less fingerprint problem. You can see we do have fingerprints here on the A5 forming, so that, you know, something to bear in mind there. I think the battery capacity is probably the Z5 a little bit higher, but very similar really in terms of the actual longevity. Road warriors won't be disappointed with either devices really. Both obviously support fast charge, so no issues with that one, and have fingerprint sensors in different places, with the Z5s coming on the edge of the phone. You know, that's subjective which one you do prefer there. I think the display though, as I mentioned at the start of the video, much better on the A5 in terms of the colours, viewing angles, etc. Sony definitely need to, you know, step up their game there. But yeah, just a quick little comparison between these two. I will be comparing the A5 with some others, so do stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.